In this video, we're going to take a look at relations. A relation is just a set of ordered pairs. So for our definition, we're just going to say that a relation is a set of ordered pairs. The x values are called the domain, and the y values, or the set of all y values, is called the range. So if we take a look in this first example, we have a set of ordered pairs. So from there, we can pick out the domain. The domain would be all of the x values. So we have -3, -2, 1, 3, and -3 again. We only have to list the -3 once. And so our domain would be the set that includes the numbers -3, -2, 1, and 3. The range are the set of all y values. So our y values in this case are -4, 0, 1, 2, and 5. And normally when we pick out the domain and the range, we put the numbers in order from smallest to largest. So again, the domain is just the list of all the x values, and the range is the list of all the y values. So we can take our ordered pairs and we can put them into an xy table. So if this point here is the point -3, 1, in a table the x value is a -3, the y value is a +1. The x value for the second point is a -2 and the y value is a 0. The next point we have 1, 2, so the x value is a 1, the y value is a 2. Then we have the point 3, -4, and then we have -3, 5. So mapping with this relation, our domain are the x values. So our x values that we have are -3, -2, 1, and 3. And our range are the list of all of our y values. So we have -4, 0, 1, 2, and 5. And a mapping is just a visual representation of which x values go to which y values. So the first point, -3, 1, the x value, -3, maps to a y value of a +1. The second point, -2, the x value of -2 maps to a y value of 0. The third one, we have 1, an x value of 1 maps onto a y value of 2. Then we have an x value of 3 that maps onto a y value of -4. And then we have another x value of -3 that maps onto a y value of +5. And so it's just a visual representation of which x values match up with which y values. So then we have the graphing version of this also. So this is just where we go through and we plot the points. So -3, 1, starting at the origin, we'd go back 3 units on the x-axis and up 1, and we'd have a point right there. The second point we have is -2, 0, so that's back 2 units on the x-axis and up 0. Then we have +1, +2. Then we have a +3, -4. And then we have a -3, +5. Okay, so again, from just a list of ordered pairs, we can pick out the domain and range, we can look at a table of values, we can look at it mapped, and then we can graph them. Alright, so what I would like you to do is basically the same thing for the next two examples. Go ahead and take the points that you have, see if you can come up with the domain and the range, come up with a table of values, map them, and then graph them. The last one, we're working it backwards. The last one, you're given the points, and you want to come up with the domain and the range, the table of values, and the mapping. So however you work through that last one is up to you, but we're starting with the graph instead of starting with a set of points.